It's here, it's happening. Oh my god, this is not a drill. I'm so excited. Okay. You have no idea how hard it was for me to not watch this for 24 hours. Okay. Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna press play. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, there she is. What's up, Boss Mang?
You need to release the vault and hatch it now or he could die.
Hold still. Let's see what we can do.
Ooh.
Captain Drummer, what are your orders?
Oh.
The Expanse is obviously one of those universes that has a ton of opportunities to tell great stories.
True.
One of the things I'm super excited about is the zero-G stuff that we've been doing.
What?
When we're making the game, not only are we thinking about the characters, we also have to think about...
We get zero-G? What?
That will make players excited to be part of this universe and feel like they're engaging in something rather
Oh my god, that's rad!
Audience member.
She looks young.
I know you will.
Oh, that's not her, okay. Yeah, she
really
looks young.
Interesting thing as an actor to explore some of her more vulnerable sides.
I love
by the
you.
time we meet her in the series, they've been cauterized.
Because this score, drummer, this is the greatest score any scavenger has ever come across.
Oh, this is gonna be rad.
Me, if you want any chance of unloading it.
Is she gonna space him?
The craziness of exploded ship that now constitutes several parts in a mass that you can move among, and balancing that out.
Yes.
Almost like you're excavating the story. That's a personal story.
Oh, oh, there's a decapitated person. Go off.
Among their ghosts, whatever they were doing right before they died, being a scavenger, it's a pretty dark job.
Oh, this is gonna be dark and spooky. I can feel it already. I'm ready.
How it feels to both play and experience the story in the game.
Oh, snap, there's a bunch of heads. Oh, this is gonna be intense. Yes.
Long gone, and we still have a ship that's ready to be scavenged. So get to it.
Yes. Whew, okay. That was so intense, and we just had a couple minutes. I know that the footage is still pretty rough, but at least we have something. Oh man, this is gonna be rad. I'm so excited. It's cool that Deck 9 is doing this game. I've played a couple of their recent games, like they did Life is Strange Before the Storm, which I really enjoyed, so it's cool that they're coming on board for this. It seems from what I could gather that the events in the game take place before the events in the TV show, which I think is good, because if you're brand new to the TV series and you want to play the game, then it's not gonna like spoil anything. That's the impression that I got anyway. So the thing I'm most excited about is the zero-G, like the fact that you'll be able to like float through the ship and explore and like float outside. That's so rad. As I said, I'm really stoked that they got the actress from the show to do the voice. That voice is so hard to replicate, and I was worried like, oh, please tell me they've gotten the actress or at least a decent close sounding voice. And yeah, I'm just relieved that she's gonna be a part of it. I know that such a short trailer can't really tell us much about like the overall story, but I think it's going to be exciting that we're tapping into Drummer's early life before the events of the TV series as a scavenger and what that entails, and things that happened to her before the TV show that made her the badass that she is. To see kind of her early days where she's like really getting exposed to things and having to make difficult decisions, it seems like, is going to be so cool to explore. I also definitely saw some horror elements in there for sure, like the floating decapitated bodies and a bunch of heads. I think it's going to have a really nice like psychological thriller horror element to it that I wasn't expecting, so I'm really excited for that. I'm gonna watch it one more time just because I think once isn't enough and I'm too excited, and anytime I see a new trailer I'm really excited about, I typically watch it like a bunch of times. So let's give it one more watch. See if I missed anything.
Drummer, his suit is punctured and losing pressure. You need to release the vault and hatch it now or
I can't get over how green and young she looks.
Captain Drummer, what are your orders?
Is it her first time as a captain? I'm curious.
One of those universes that has a ton of opportunities to tell great stories. One of the things I'm super excited about is the zero-G stuff that we've been doing. A big part of when we're making the game, not only are we thinking about the characters, we also have to think about how can we evolve the genre in any way that will make players excited to be part of
Oh,
this
you're gonna
universe
get to
and
be
feel
able
like
to
they're
like
engaging in
land back
something
down on
rather
the
than just being
ground.
a passive audience member.
You'll figure something out. I know you will. It's actually been a really interesting thing as an actor to explore some of her more vulnerable sides that by the time we meet her in the series, they've been cauterized.
The score drummer.
She's so like green and young in the game, it seems like she has so much to go through.
You'll need me if you want any chance of unloading it.
Ooh, it's like her first time being a captain, making really tough choices. Ooh, it's gonna be really cool to see her vulnerable.
Exploded ship that now constitutes several parts in a mass that you can move among, and balancing that out against almost like you're excavating the story. That's a personal story. Those are people, those are characters, and you are now among their ghosts, whatever they were doing right before they died. Being a scavenger, it's a pretty dark job.
So most of the story is going to take place on this exploded ship, it seems like.
I'm really
Okay.
excited about how it feels to both play and experience the story in the game.
Oh, I think a story game is the right call for this for sure. I think it's going to be awesome.
Whoever did this is long gone, and we
Who
still have
did
a ship
that?
ready to be scavenged. So get to it.
Oh my god, you can see that she has that initial fear of what she's seeing, but then she's like, nope, I have to be a leader. I have to put that wall up. Like that is so her to a T. In the series, she's like tough as nails, doesn't show herself vulnerable very often. When she does, it's so powerful. If you haven't watched the series, like, please go watch it. I love it. I highly recommend it. But it's going to be really cool, as the actress said, to see this new, like, vulnerable side of the character and kind of see her most likely doing things for the first time and having to step into those boots of being a leader. I didn't hear a lot of like belter slang in the trailer, which I'm hoping there'll be more belters. It seemed like a lot of the people she was on the ship with were Earthers. I'm not quite sure. I like that they gave us quite a bit of like action and intrigue without revealing too much of what the game's going to be about. One of my pet peeves in trailers is when they literally tell you like the main story in the trailer, and I love that they kept it intense and intriguing and exciting and gave us like kind of a bare bones idea of like, okay, you're on this exploded ship, but we don't know a lot of the details yet, and I like that they're kind of keeping that under wraps for now. I'm curious to see if any characters from the TV show are going to appear in the game. I know that most of the characters I think that she meets over the course of the series, I don't think she'll know them at this point, but it'll be a cool opportunity for them to introduce new characters that we can get to know. I wonder if the whole game's going to take place on the ship or if any of it's going to take place on the belt, somewhere else. I don't know, we'll see. But I am personally really excited that I was thinking about it because I know that the Expanse originally was designed as an MMO, and when that didn't work out, they ended up turning it into a book series. And I actually think that a story game like the ones that Telltale likes to make is really going to do justice to, hopefully, do justice to the incredible storytelling in the Expanse TV series, the incredible character arcs. There's a lot of emotion and political intrigue and story, rich story in the Expanse. And I think that doing it as a story game will allow for that tone of the TV show to bleed into the game. Because I do feel like there's definitely going to be action for sure, but it's not the kind of space opera where there's constantly shooting or constantly explosions. Like, I feel like a lot of the show is political intrigue, character development. So as a story game lover myself, I think doing it as a story game allows the writers to kind of really delve into the experience of what the characters are going through. So I'm really excited to play this. I just know that her actress is going to be amazing. I mean, if her acting in the show is any indication at all, she knows this character inside out. I loved how intense the trailer was. And it made me feel how I did when I was watching the show. Like, I was kind of sucked in and like really drawn into it. the zero-G thing, like, I'm so excited to explore that. They're really taking Telltale Games kind of to the next level in terms of mechanics. It's really nice to see that we can go from zero-G and floating to... The sound of the boots clunking onto the ground is a very prominent sound in the Expanse, so I really like that they've included that aspect of like being able to float around and then turn it off and have your boots clunk onto the ground. Love that. It's the little things that make me very happy. Drummer looks so young. I'm just like, girl, you have no idea what you're gonna go through. Oh man, it's like seeing Drummer in this stage of her life and thinking about what she goes through in the series. She's already a badass, like she's a natural born leader, and you can see that right away. I'm curious how much of her journey is going to be her struggling to step into that leadership role and unfortunately having to harden to some of the things that she's seeing and experiencing and navigating that. I don't know. I'm fascinated by the characters in The Expanse, so anything to explore their backstories, I'm all for it. Thank you so much for joining me for this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. What did you think? What did you think of the trailer? Are you excited for the game? Are you going to play it? Are you a fan of the show or of the books? If you are, what do you think of the game? Tell me your feels down below. I want to know what you think. We're getting it in summer 2023. I just want to play as Drummer and float around in space. Give me the game already, please. But yay! Thank you, Telltale Games. I'm so glad they decided to make this, and I can't wait to play it. Keep your eyes peeled for the game to be on my channel next year.